Hey everyone, Mr. Mysterious here, and hi. It's been a while. I just wanted to make kind of like a, I don't know if it's gonna be short, but it's just like a video about me talking, and it's just I kind of wanted to talk about the new Spider-Man film because I watched it on the 29th. So we got it here early here in England, and I feel kind of obligated to this crime. Not gonna lie. I'm just gonna try to speedrun this so I don't have to. I fear the game audio is so loud in this game. No one can ever hear. I can never hear the audio over the actual fighting. I've turned the audio down and everything. It's just I've had to redo so many takes. We got interrupted mid-conversation, mid-sentence by a freaking symbiote. Hopefully the game audio is low enough now though, so that isn't a problem anymore. That's lovely. But I just wanted to. I was just gonna, swinging around, vibing, We love the Spider-Man vibes, just swinging around, and I love this game for the swinging. And while swung around, I just kind of wanted to talk about the film. This is gonna be like spoiler free, so there's nothing to worry about. If you haven't watched the film, you can just hear my opinion, and just hear what I have to say, and yeah, I will say it's nothing but positive. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You can't hear obviously, but I'm listening to like a Spider-Man playlist, just chilling. Anyways, but yeah, no, the actual film I think was like, it wasn't like it was amazing. It had so many like, I'm gonna ignore those. I'll make up for it later. Don't worry, guys. But it was like, it was really good, and the actual like, there's like a lot of messages behind it, and obviously all superhero films do have messages behind them, but it's like, it's very clear on what it wants to tell you. I think for me it was, and I think if you're watching it, you feel that and you see that through Peter Parker. And I must say, like, one of those films, like, I don't think I've ever related to a film so much in my life, and that film was probably like the best film I have watched in cinema. Best film I've ever watched in cinema. And I don't know, I really loved it and I really resonated with it. And I just feel like a lot of people will resonate with it as well as me. And I feel like this film, like, for a lot of people will mean a lot. And I feel like the actual build up to it and just the excitement for it has meant a lot as well. Like, I'm not going to go into depth, but this year has been one of those years. It's been pretty difficult, and just for me, what's like kept me going a lot is just like, Spider-Man Brand New Day is coming out. I've got to lock in, got to keep going. You always got to get back up, and that's what Spider-Man always does. And that's what I always go by on a day-to-day thing. And the fact this film's been coming out this year is it's just been like a huge thing. Just like, it's just, yeah, it's what I've looked forward to. It's just generally why I've carried on doing what I'm doing. So, and this film is like, this film coming out also kind of like encouraged me to try and start doing videos again. I've been doing a lot of stuff on TikTok, so if people haven't seen that, been doing a lot of stuff there, just trying to post every couple days or every day or so, but I've just, watching the film, it's like seeing Peter. It's like, you'll understand when you watch it. If you have watched it, you'll understand. It's just like, I see a lot of myself in him. I'll do this one. I'll do this one. I'll do this one. People just trying to enjoy their day. Awesome. Okay. Anyway, so where was I? Yes, I had to do that one. I felt bad. Um, it's just I see a lot of myself in Peter Parker. Like, obviously, I don't know. I haven't been bit by a radioactive spider and given like the proportional strength of one, you know. But I can't shoot webs, but well, he can't either actually. But but like, you know what I mean? It's like I'm not him, but I relate a lot. And that's why Spider-Man's so awesome, because so many people relate to him, and it's why he means so much to me as a character. And it's why I think I've always like loved him. Like ever since the first second I laid eyes on Spider-Man, I fell in love with the character, and the character's just always meant a lot to me. And whenever I'm struggling, I always just sink into it a lot. Like you'll know, it's like I'll talk about is Spider-Man, you know. And it's like not a lot of people pick up on it, you know. I know, and you know they don't really need to, I guess. You know, it's just Spider-Man's cool. But back to the film. It's like it's one of those films. It's like watching it. I feel like you're gonna feel a lot. Like watching it, I was crying all the way through the film. I won't even lie. I was in tears. And it wasn't even that. I just love Spider-Man, so I'm like crying because I'm like over here like, damn, I love Spider-Man so much. I love Spider-Man so much. I was crying at the intro title, like, honestly. But it was a really good film, and if you haven't watched it, I highly recommend you watch it. You know, careful of TikTok and Instagram and all that, because all I've seen is spoiler after spoiler. Now, I've been on a mission, you know, personally on TikTok. Like, I've just been reposting the stuff and putting in all caps spoiler alert. And I've had like a few people message me afterwards and be like, "Oh my god, dude, you freaking your spoiler warnings, they've saved me." I'm like, "Yeah, no problem, man." And it's like, that's cool, you know. So I guess that's my way of being a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, you know, saving people from the spoilers. You know, I can watch them like freely and not worry. Save everyone else. And like, yeah, and that's just my way, but the film was so good. There were so many like plot points in it where I was just like, is it really like, there's like, I don't want to like say, but there's like stuff in it, and I was just like, it's like really like exciting for the future things. And that's like the only way I can put it. And I am very excited for the future of Marvel. After that, and that has like, in my opinion, set me like a very good in my mind, like, it's very relieving to see that film, because I'm like, you know what, this gives me hope that Avengers Doomsday and all the stuff after this is gonna be like good. And like, I don't know what Spider-Man's doing, you know, he's just Spider-Man. I don't really know what his place in some of these films are. I am hoping he's gonna be in Doomsday. I don't know. I really hope he is, honestly. I can't wait. I know people are saying Toby's gonna be in it, but like, I won't even lie. Like, I love Toby so much, but I'm just like, if Toby's in Doomsday, like, and they do anything, like, I am gonna cry, and I don't really want to cry anymore. For this, you know, I'm trying not to. I'm trying to hold back the tears, like, just like thinking about Spider-Man. But But I do hope Tom's like in a lot of them, because I think as well Doomsday, think about it, because like, we all know Robert Downey Jr. is playing Doctor Doom, and I'm very curious to think, are they gonna like bring up the fact he looks the same as Tony Stark? Like, how are they gonna do that? I know this is off topic of Over Any Day, but I guess it's like a links, I guess. Well, it doesn't. I don't know, to be honest, but it's the next film coming out, so I'm gonna yap about it. But no, I am very curious to, because I want Tom to be in it, because I'm thinking, you know, if they introduce Doom, it's like, you know, Spider-Man and Iron Man in the MCU had a very good relationship, which not a lot of people liked. I personally really liked it, because Iron Man was my favourite character as a kid, and then Spider-Man came onto the scene, and then I love Spider-Man. Well, watched Andrew Garfield's first, which was a bit, hey. I think Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man was coming out about the same time as the Iron Man films, wasn't it? Because Andrew Garfield is my favourite Spider-Man, but I think it's more of a nostalgia thing. And then Tom Holland's my favourite for the fact I personally think he's the best Spider-Man. Like his films, in my opinion, are like better, and just generally, overall. And I've always really loved him, so I'm really curious to see. Like I want Tom Holland to be in Avengers Doomsday just for the fact I'm like, yeah, wait, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. That guy looks like Tony, you know. But you know, Mr. Stark, I love you 3000. I hate you 3000. That'd be so stupid. No, but the actual film was like really good, and I really enjoyed it. I personally got like a load of what's it called, merchandise on the build up, and I've just been really excited for this whole thing. The whole build up to the film was like really good. Tom Holland and Zendaya going around on like stuff, and it's just the press tours. I've seen so many clips from him, and the actual build up of the film was really good, and it just made the excitement so much more. And it made me even more excited for the film. And yeah, and then when I came to film, I was like, obviously, you know, all my expectations, they were fulfilled. Like, you know, everything like I wanted from it, I got from it. You know, I wanted a. Oh, I'm trying to decide whether it's a spoiler or not. I don't think it is. But like, I wanted a street level Spider-Man film. This is a street level Spider-Man film. So if that's what you wanted, that's what you got. You know. I think that's what everyone wanted. So. But honestly, it was so good. That's all I'm gonna keep saying over and over again. That I love Spider-Man, and that it was so good. Because generally, that's all my brain does. It reminds me of how much I love Spider-Man all the time, and all I yap at is Spider-Man on a daily basis. You know, you can ask some of my friends and like families. Like, I just randomly say, "Is like I love Spider-Man like at least 6 times a day," and they just sit there and they're like, "Yeah, we know." Yeah, it's just no one will like get how much I love Spider-Man, and this film like further solidified that, and it's just in that film was like all the reasons that I love Spider-Man. You know, it's like it just like it's like a reminder of that, in my opinion. Like it's like a reminder of why I love Spider-Man, and you know, he is relatable, and I've related to him a lot, and like especially lately, God, Spider-Man Raiders got their hands on me. No, I don't think it's that bad, but you know, can they send a radioactive spider already? But the action film, yeah, I really enjoyed the villain, and the villain was like very cool, and a lot of the fights in it, and from the trailers, people know obviously the Punisher's in it, and like we all knew that, and I'm just gonna say the like interactions between the two of them are perfect. I couldn't wish for them any other way. They're amazing, and you'll watch it and you'll watch it and you'll be like, yeah, this is peak. You know, this is cinema. This is amazing, spectacular even. You know, just the interactions between Punisher and Spider-Man. You know, the how they interact and how they talk is just it's perfect, and like. I really loved a lot of the things they speak about. I'm not going to go into detail, obviously, but like when you're watching it, you'll realize, and like I feel like, yeah, you'll watch it and like yeah, if I take pause, it's me deciding whether I should say something or not. So you know, sorry. But yeah, you just watch it and you'll see. But yeah, and like I think. And like, yeah, I'm genuinely really happy with the film. I would probably do one of these like where I'm not, where it's kind of got spoilers in it. But you know, I wasn't gonna do that yet, just in case. I'm not taking the risk of someone getting spoiled here, honestly. I hate being spoiled stuff. Like say they misclick or something, they just get spoiled. I don't freaking know. I'll put a load of warnings on it, I guess. It's thinky, you know. But the action film is great, and I think what I will say, the swinging is great. The actual fights are really good. Like this, I don't know what it's called. Like, you bear with me for not knowing all the fancy words for stuff. But you know, in the choreographing or whatever, for the fights and everything, that's beautiful. There's some key fights now. I'm thinking, damn, how the hell they did that? And like, I'm sitting here, I'm like, damn, bro, this is so cool. I was watching it, I'm like, damn, that's awesome. That is Spider-Man right there. And like, you know, what I will say is like, there's a lot of inspiration from the Insomniac games, and I think Tom Holland has said this himself. And you'll see it when you watch it, and you can see it in the trailers as well. And it's just got amazing vibes. And I think Tom Holland, personally, I do think after this film, a lot more people are gonna be like, you know, Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man. Now, obviously, you'll always have your favourite for nostalgia reasons, and obviously, you know, we all have our favourites. But genuinely, I do think Tom has, like, after this film, has the best suit, has the best films. You know, a lot of people hate on Far From Home. I personally like it. You know, I just like Spider-Man, and I think, you know, it was important for his character. I think it had important, like, I still think Far From Home's important, like, and like, actually like says a lot about Spider-Man still, because like it still holds that Spider-Man, he's still Spider-Man and he's still doing what Spider-Man does. It's not like he's still got those core like morals of Spider-Man, you know. And it's like, it's actually like a good, I personally think it's a good film, and so many people hate on it, and I'm like sitting here, I'm like, it's got everything Spider-Man you need in a Spider-Man film. It's got Spider-Man, it's got action, you know, Mysterio's in it, favorite villain. But like, what's it called, like, he's there, and like, what's the thing about Peter Parker? He wants a normal life, he wants to do these cool things, but he can't, and Spider-Man always gets in the way. And that film exactly shows how Spider-Man always gets in the way, no matter where he is, because he always has to do the right thing, and he has to do it. And he tries to get out of it, but he knows that he has to do it in the end. And that's what's important about Spider-Man. That's what's important about Spider-Man, because he always does the right thing in the end. And like, he basically sacrifices his whole trip, his whole thing with MJ and Ned, and this thing he wanted to do as Peter Parker, because Spider-Man, the life of Spider-Man always gets in the way of that, and that is like one of the key things. And like, you know what he does? He sacrifices like Peter Parker's like wants and needs for the greater good, and that's his responsibility. And so I think that film's actually better than people give it credit for. Like, you got the whole, like, you know, he gets messed up by Mysterio and his spider sense is playing up after the snap. It's like, I don't know, man. And he, like, he locks in with his spider sense at the end. Ooh, lost my flow there. And I just think it's so cool. I don't understand why people don't like it. I get everyone, yeah, personal taste, but yeah. And he's in the middle of Europe and there's no real New York in it, but still, like, dude, it's Spider-Man, and it focuses on the character mainly. And you know, as you do need, as in my opinion, I like when they focus on like the city as well. Like, I do also think it's important to have films focused on the character as well, because you need development in both areas. And the thing about a city as a character, like New York is a character in most things. Like, I watch a lot of videos on Spider-Man. People have said New York needs to be a character, and I was like, I agree with that, yeah. And I've gone on a bit of a tangent here, but I'm almost done. But it's like, New York does need to be a character, yeah, but I also think personal growth of a hero is important. Like, individual, just away from everything. And I do think that's really important, because like, yes, it kind of comes hand in hand with the growth of the thing, but I like how Far From Home is purely focused on Spider-Man, like all the films are really in Tom Holland's. That's what I like. I do like stuff to be focused on Spider-Man and Peter Parker, and that's what I like. Oh, that was cool. But it's like focusing on the city is important, but it's like focusing on the character is important because it actually shows how being that hero affects the character. That's just what I mean. It's like it's a bit of a tangent, but Far From Home focuses on Peter Parker and his difficulties after like Tony, Mr. Stark, you know, after Iron Man died. You know, we were all upset. And we got to be with Spider-Man, and we were upset, and we relate to Spider-Man because he was upset too. You know, we all were sad when Iron Man died. I know I was for sure, and I related to Peter Parker and Spider-Man because he was upset too. You know, like. So I still think every single Spider-Man film, there's never been a bad Spider-Man film, okay? Is my point. And I think that one's better than people give it credit for. It's one of those ones I find it very rewatchable as well. And like Spider-Man films, I like being able to rewatch them. Like Homecoming's rewatchable as well. I really like Homecoming. I'm now focused on Peter a lot as well, and him and Ned, and him trying to do Peter Parker stuff, but Spider-Man getting in the way again. And it's like, you know, people hate on Tom Holland's films. It's just like, bro, you have no reason to hate on them because, like, realistically, they're the better films. And I'm not saying that the Tobey Maguire films or the Andrew Garfields are bad because I adore those films as well. I just, you know, maybe obviously for different people, the other films are more relatable. Yeah, I completely get it, but just from where I'm sitting, Tom Holland's films are far more relatable and just generally better. You know, people probably like disagree with this, but I genuinely like the Stark suit. I prefer his new suit and obviously the comic accurate stuff and all that. You know, the lack of stuff. I like, you know, him making his own stuff, like Insomniac. I like technology in a suit, but I like it when Peter makes it. So, you know, I get Iron Man, and a lot of people joke like Iron Boy Jr., but, you know, I don't really see a problem with it. And I don't really see a problem with the lack of Uncle Ben. Because they kind of like replace Uncle Ben, because we've seen Uncle Ben die like twice already. Which, yeah, I know every time it still breaks my heart, but we didn't see it again, and they told it differently, and I think they did a really good job at telling the story. The amount of times I've watched Civil War just because of Spider-Man, I'm just looking back on that now. She's just fast forward for the film, get to the end for airport fight, and then go, ah, Spider-Man! But yeah, going back to actual brand new day, which is what this is. Oh my words! What this is actually meant to be about. It's like I do think the film's great. I think Tom Holland is great as Spider-Man, and I think he's the best Spider-Man. I think he has the best suit, and I think he has the best actual writing on Spider-Man films. And he actually got his full film. So this is an accomplishment if you ask. This is an accomplishment if you ask me. Okay. You know, this is is this the first time we've got like a fourth Spider-Man film? Yeah, it is. So we've on our fourth, and I really do think Tom Holland's gonna get to like already like 6. I really, honestly, I'd keep Spider-Man in that. I'd keep Tom in that suit till he's 90. I don't care. And I think Tom Holland actually really does think a lot about the character. like I see in a lot of the interviews, he really like put a lot of thought into this film, and he is the reason for like a lot of the things in this film. So like, if we really have to thank Tom Holland for a lot of this, because genuinely, he he's like really like, in my opinion, he's really looking out for us and doing what we want. You know, he's really thinking about what we want as the fans, and really these films are made for us, aren't they? So. And we got exactly what we wanted. And what Brand Day is exactly what we want, I think. And it's exactly what we needed. And I think it's definitely what I needed in a film. Because that film, I'm going to go watch that film again. And I don't even care. I'm going to watch it again. Because I was crying the whole time. The first time I need to not cry. So I can see what's going on, you know. I'm seeing some clips now. I'm like, hey, what, that happened? No, not really, but you know, it's a bit more clearer. But I am really excited for the future of Spider-Man Brand New Day, and I'm really excited for the future of Marvel and just everything. And I've got a lot of faith in the future of Spider-Man, and I'm not worried. After that film, I am not worried at all. And I'm really happy with that film. And I'm really happy, like, they're starting to, like... Tom Holland's films have always had a, obviously a different person in, but I'm really happy they're linking it, they put the Punisher in, because, like, that links him to the rest of the street level, kind of Marvel, and they can't really do much about him lacking in Daredevil Born Again, can they? But, you know, linking him to those heroes eventually, getting those, like, street level characters in his movies, is really important, and I'm really happy about it. And I just like can't wait for everyone to have watched it so I can like just start talking to everyone about it, because like, yeah, I made this mainly just so I can yap about it, and like, you know, because I've been wanting to tell my friends about the film and they haven't watched it yet, and I'm like sitting here like, damn, who am I going to talk to about this? Who am I going to talk to about this? And I've got no one to talk to. I'm like, oh man, just waiting for my friends to watch it, and I'm like, yeah, I can watch it then. I can yap about it then. Oh, my words. But no, film was great. I highly recommend it. I really hope everyone like enjoys it. I really hope someone actually watches this video to say, damn bro, I agree, this is awesome. And also your video was so big. Be sick. Yeah. Oh yeah, I never really said, I got a load of stuff. I was gonna put some pictures up. Let's see how lazy I feel later when I go to insert them in, but I got some cool stuff. I'm gonna whack the pictures up on screen, but I've pretty much got like a popcorn bucket, two cool cups from the cinema. I got this cool poster that the nice lady at the cinema gave me. She let me pre-buy like the cinema cups and buckets and stuff, which is awesome. And I got a cool poster. I got popcorn bucket, cup, other cup. I think before the film, I posted some of this on TikTok, but I got like a couple figures, like Marvel Legends Punisher from that one episode, Little Finger Punisher, One Last Kill, and that's cool. And I got a Spider-Man Brand New Day figure. Now, there's some issue with mine's arm though, I'm not gonna lie, it's just kind of annoying, but I don't know what it is. At first I thought maybe it was like about to break, but I'm not entirely sure now. But you know, I have to look into that. I'm sure I can fix it anyway. I got Funko Pop. I ordered a different one too, it hasn't come, but it's delayed. What else was there? I got oh, of course, Fortnite did the collaborations, Punisher and Spider-Man skin, and bought those straight away. And Marvel Rivals added the Spider-Man skin too, which is awesome. I am kind of like, obviously stylization makes it look off, but I am very happy with it. It's my new favourite outfit to wear, so that's probably what I'm going to be wearing from now on. It's so cool, like the actual suit from Brand New Day. Because like, I really like the classic red and blue. It's like my favourite look for a Spider-Man suit, obviously. Like, it's pretty basic, but it's the best one. Obviously, it's the main one because it's the best one. Let's be honest. And I really love sharp logos, like Andrew Garfield's. So it's like the suit. It's a classic red and blue suit with sharp logos, and it's like everything I love. I'm like, ah, it's perfect. It's beautiful. It's exactly what I love in a Spider-Man suit. It's amazing. It's really cool. I love it so much. I love the suit. I love the film. There was like one reveal, which I assume people can guess what the reveal is. I'm not just gonna say, but there's one reveal of a certain person, and Marvel Cinema, they let's just fix that.
Yeah, we're not doing this today.
I'm just gonna fix them. I can't be able to fight them. I haven't got them all yet. There we go. Perfect. Oh, come on. Why is there more of you guys? Look how beautiful this suit looks. Can I just say, I really love this suit in the game. It's a bit rubbery, yeah. It doesn't look exactly like the film, but yeah, I like it. They could have. Oh, for God's sake, man! This guy again.
There's an ambulance nearby. I can take you to it.
But
I owe you big time. Thanks.
We're almost there.
what was I even saying now? I forgot what I was bloody saying. Nightmare.
And there we are. Pros will take it from here.
You really are a hero.
Bye, man. It doesn't look exactly like in this on the games, and a lot of people complain about the colour scheming. I've only really played as it in night, and it looks really cool at night time, I think, so. So I haven't put it on day, and I don't want to shatter my image of it, you know, in case it is bad, but whatever. That's all I'm going to wear. Kind of want to replay the story in this suit, but I don't know yet. But, no, yeah, the film, generally, it's as an overall, is a 10 out of 10. You know, I wouldn't change anything about that film. That's exactly what I needed as a film, and it's exactly what a lot of people needed to know, needed to see as a film. And it had a very good message, and it was very important, and I think a lot of people will be able to relate to this film and feel something from this film. 100%. And I really hope everyone enjoys it. And yeah, Tom Holland did a great job. Now I don't know the actor's name. Is it John Bernthal or something like that? Yeah, it is. He did a great job. He's really good as the Punisher. No, I like. He's like one of like the best like comic book character actors in my opinion. Like he does such a good job at the character. But yeah, the film's amazing, and I really loved how it went, and that ending, and people who've watched the film know what I mean. That ending. Oh, what did that again? I accidentally activated that. That ending. That was amazing. I loved that ending. Anyways, I hope you all have an amazing day. Stay mysterious, stay sticky, all of the above. Stay amazing, and keep being a friendly neighbour in this friendly neighbourhood. I love you all so much, and yeah, peace out.